certain extent. But which way Nigeria? We cannot continue like this with IPOB, with the Niger Delta people, and with Boko Haram. We cannot continue like this.
Now, Dr. Tuyi, in the article plan of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the presidential candidate of the PDP, he was silent about restructuring in his article plan. Are you surprised at that?
I am not a political person. I won't be surprised.
No, as a public analyst,
again,
what's your
I won't be
opinion?
surprised because you sit down sincerely and look at it. What is workability of this restructuring? You have to define it clearly. We cannot be defining in nebulous terms, restructuring. We have to define, and then we cannot, sustain a nation based on fear that if I don't perform, that somebody can bring stone and come and hit me, or can be pursuing me all around the place. We must stay, organize the nation based on structure, based on order, based on system that can work. Now, let's give an example of this little insight to this restructuring. Now, during the beginning of the regime of this government, there was shortage of fund. Paris Fund was released. People were owing teachers, even civil servants, months, 14 months, 10 months, 12 months of salaries. At the end of the day, the Paris Fund was released to help them. Some still had the money and were owing. So the question is this: is the federal government that caused them not to pay those people? So you need to look at the credibility of the person running the state and local government. Okay. If you restructure inefficiency, you end up with those kind of things. All right. There's nothing that's going to change.
We don't have so much time, but I have a question for you, Barrister, and then same goes for you before we wrap up. Some people have said, for us to even start thinking of restructuring, maybe we need to restructure our minds. Maybe we need to restructure our character and our attitude before the main restructuring happens in Nigeria. What's your take on it?
We definitely need a mindset change in Nigeria. We need to know that if we occupy a position, we are there to do our job, not to be paid to do the job, or not to be encouraged to do the job. We have to get rid of me, and put a nation first. When we put the nation first, then things will start working.
Again, it can't be overemphasized that we honestly need to look inward. Because if you are looking at a nation, you are looking at minimum of 5 levels of intervention that's supposed to change the nation. At the baseline is the traditional institutions. If you don't have people at the traditional settings that can really orient people properly, then you have problems in terms of what should be values, what should happen, what shouldn't happen. Then you look at the spiritual institutions. We've seen traditional herbalists or whatever. We've seen churches, we've seen mosques. But what we are seeing now, we're seeing pastor entrepreneurs, we are seeing political imams. So those things, those are feeding into our psyche. Then the business environment. If you are not connected to government or connected to any power, you are not doing any business. We must be able to see business that tap from our universities and use it to drive the business and then give back to the university, and then be able to birth innovation. The fourth thing is our university or intellectual system. Every problem we are encountering, for instance, should actually be a solution crafted from our university and research institutions, whether Boko Haram, whether girl-child marriage, whether how to deal with corruption. These are research that should come from the university. And the final thing is the political. Again, because when all these things are working, it serves as a check. They serve as a check for the political class who knows that somebody will bring out details of how to fight him. I remember those days we were students. We go on the street and chase governments out of power. But again, those things are not happening because all those 5 fingers the country is resting on are totally destroyed. It's a long walk.
And then in wrapping up now, are you expecting that all of these issues that you've raised will be touched on come the presidential debate as well?
Listen, presidential debates don't matter. You see, wait now.
Just talk.
No, say it's just talk show.
Okay.
You know why? I will be quick. You know why? First and foremost, Nigerians, how many of them have access to power? Maybe less than 2 million people have access to power. How many hours do they get that power? Maybe 3-4 hours a day. How many of them speak English? Because
no, why I say this is because at the end of the day, we always hear this issue of cabal running the system, and that's why the power is always concentrated.
David, you can only talk in a country where there are ideologies. There are no, who are the independent in Nigeria?
Okay.
My sister here has who she's going to vote for. I have who I may likely vote for. What are you coming to tell me? So Nigeria is not right for those kind of things. Even if you debate in pidgin, maybe it's going to be better. Maybe if you organize, why are you telling me English? Oh, you understand? Maybe it's going to be better. All these things are just galleries.
Well, we want to appreciate you for being here on the show this evening. Thank you very much, Barrister Obiamaka Ajegbo, legal practitioner. Thank you so much for coming. And of course, Dr. Tui Mebawandu, thank you very much. She's a public affairs analyst. Always lovely to have you.
Thank you, Marianne.
All right, this is where we say our goodbyes, David. It's
yes,
been an
and the
interesting
cookie
night.
crumbles here. Sadly, I wish the conversations would actually continue a little bit more, but remember that the conversations continue tomorrow at 6 p.m. prompt at Plus TV Africa. Our election studios will be open by that time tomorrow. Nigeria Decides 2019. I'm David Alabi. Mary, thanks for watching.
And I am Marianne. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye for now.
You want to know the coolest place in town? It's right here on your phone.
Welcome to the Glow Cafe. Come on in. It's buzzing in the Zanga. In here, anything is possible. Check out the menu, and here are some of the hot items. Over here, you can buy credit, buy data, share data, borrow voice and data, give data. Give it to him now, be kind. Then there is Glow Music Cafe. More than 2 million Nigerian and Africa land back. Glow has teamed up with the world's largest gaming catalog to bring you the Glow Game Cafe. And that's just a start. Check out the Glow Video Cafe. Countless clips, comedy and sports, direct to your device. And when you thought things couldn't get easier, there's personal account management and Glow customer care right at your fingertips.
You can get everything at Glow.
Simply text BUZZ to 105 to download the Glow Cafe app or go to your app store and search for Glow Cafe, the largest data network. Glow, grandmasters of data.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect them.
No talk, then go beat you.
Now 2,500 they pay.
First point of accountability is asking questions.
Hello and welcome to Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. I am Udoka Njoko.
Hi everyone, welcome to Plus Training.
You cannot continue to recycle poverty while you're spending a lot of money on unproductive ventures.
The government has to feel the impact.
Honorable Convener, sir, welcome to the show.